So to start R2D2, I'm going to make 2 dots in the middle of my paper. To make these dots, I put 3 fingers on the edge of my paper on both sides and made a dot on the inside of my 3 fingers. I'm going to connect these dots with a rainbow. Don't make it too tall, you don't want it to go up to the very top of the page. I'm going to close my rainbow with the line straight across, connecting the dots again. For the body, I'm going to come to the edge of my rainbow and I'm going to make a line straight down on either side and then close it with a line straight across. It should kind of look like a trash can right now. Then I'm going to come to the inside bottom and make a line across again. So you should end up with a skinny rectangle across the bottom. Then I'm going to use my 3 fingers in the middle of the bottom of his body and draw a short straight line on both sides of my fingers. Connect those lines together with another straight flat line across. From the corners of the rectangle at the bottom of his body, we're going to slant out on both sides and then connect those slants with another straight line across. Now we're going to come back up to where the top of his head meets his body and make a short straight line out. Then we're going to come down to the middle of his body and make another short straight line out that's the same length as the one up top. We're going to make one more short straight line that goes out, but it's going to be a little shorter than the other 2 lines, and it's going to start at the top of the skinny rectangle we made in the bottom of his body. Now we're going to connect the 2 lines we made up top and in the middle with a straight line down. So he should have a fat rectangle coming out of the side of his body. From the bottom of that rectangle, you're going to make a line straight down to touch the other line you made coming out. Now from the bottom right side of that last long skinny rectangle we made, we're going to slant down and out and then make a straight line across before slanting back up and in until we touch the bottom of his body. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to go back up to the top and make a straight line out, another straight line out in the middle, and another shorter straight line out at the bottom. Then we're going to go back up top and connect our first 2 lines, and then draw a line down from the bottom of that rectangle to connect the other one. Then from the bottom of that last rectangle, we're going to slant down and out again, go straight across, and slant back up and in until we touch the bottom of his body. Now we're going to add our details. So I'm going to go up into the middle of his head at the top and put 2 fingers, and then draw a line on either side of my fingers. From the bottom of the line you drew on the right, we're going to make a straight line out until we touch the rest of his head. Then do the same thing on the left side. Now we're going to come down to the middle of his head and we're going to make a square. Inside of that square, you're going to make a circle big enough that it fills up almost the entire square. Underneath the square you made, you're going to make a long skinny rectangle laying down with a small circle on the inside on the right. Then we're going to come to the right side of his head and make another ginormous circle. Then we're going to go to the left side of his head and add 2 tall skinny rectangles standing up. Now for the panels on his body, we're going to start on the top left side of his body and make a fat standing up rectangle, and underneath that one, a fat short rectangle that's lying down. Then we're going to come to the top right side of his body and make 3 long skinny rectangles on top of each other that are all laying down. Underneath those rectangles, we're going to make 2 squares side by side.